Well, we've had some really great stories. I know as far as I'm concerned, I had a couple of other people respond and say, I don't have a story to tell, but I really want to listen. If you feel like you want to ask a question, especially since Cynthia and George and Michelle have given us so many wonderful things to think about.
I'd like to speak to Heather's dad. Remind me your first name.
Uh-oh, Doug.
Doug.
There you
Doug,
go.
it's Doug?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Okay, it's Doug. Okay. I was just really moved by your story. I didn't know, I was trying to say that I don't even think today that anybody knows about that. So you said it wasn't shared at the time. I don't think it's really ever been shared. And so
It is recorded in the Naval Annual booklet back east, where the Navy school is.
you mean Annapolis?
Annapolis.
So I'd never heard it.
Yeah.
And I was very happy to have learned about it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Local history is really important, and there is so much that goes on. There we go. Laura, you got, but is there anybody else who wanted to say anything? Ask a question? Lori, I'm jealous of you. You look like you're at the, Lorraine, you look like you're at the Golden Gate Bridge. You escaped Casa de Mañana?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That's funny. I don't know how that happened. First, I thought this is the first one I've attended like this. This is interesting.
Well, I'm so glad that you're with us, and I'm so glad for the stories that we've heard today. And it was all new information. It was Gordon Lambert and his acts of service, and there are so many little stories that that are so important, just individuals throughout history and throughout these wars that have given us our freedom and have kept our troops safe and healthy and sacrificed. And my goodness, and then Doug's story and his local history story, that is so important too. So
I want to thank Cynthia for your story. My parents are from the Philippines, and some of my older relatives lived through the Japanese occupation, and my grandfather actually fought in the Philippines for the Americans, and there's a lot of untold history there as well that they have fought for years to tell, and they still fight to tell that story. And so I thank you for that connection. There is so much widespread effect throughout the world that the US has had, and we just get a tiny sliver of that story. But thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Well, and strangely, when Jen and I prepared for this, we talked about your involvement, and I think it's kind of amazing that all three of you have an interconnected story here. We don't have European involvement. This is all, right there where Jen came from, where she grew up. That is very interesting. So this is a new connection. I'm very excited to see this. I appreciate all the contributions here. It's been amazing. Any last words on Memorial Day from anyone?
Anybody do anything interesting for Memorial Day at their community, since we have some challenges this year?
It's true.
You want to talk about how you celebrated at your community?
Sure. Let me tell you. Can you hear me?
Cynthia. Yes.
We had 2 miniature horses who came and walked around and greeted everybody. They set out folding chairs on both sides of South Coast Boulevard, and at least 25 to 30 people, maybe 40, came out, and we got to see each other, because we've all been in our rooms, of course. They passed out root beer and Cracker Jack and played loud country music, and we sat there for about an hour and just enjoying. The
That's
miniature
insane.
horses, their best job was they trimmed the grass in the burrows. We thought it was going to be a parade, but it was just two horses walking, but didn't matter. It was wonderful. We had a chance to get out. Oh, I haven't seen you for 3 weeks or 3 months or who knows.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
really fun.
We're still on lockdown here.
oh,
we are too.
completely.
Yeah,
Yep.
still.
All of our communities have adjusted everything, and some are more stringent than others. And all of the residents that I've spoken to miss everybody. So I'm glad you got to see each other face to
Right,
face.
yeah.
We'll be together face to face, I'm sure, very soon.
I think so too.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is nice to see everybody.
Good to see
Right.
you.
It's very nice to see all of you.
Well, and nothing says Memorial Day like a baby pony, a little miniature pony.
I have to say, one of the things that I've done just with Zoom in general is I have had happy hour with my friends via Zoom, and that
Yes.
was fun.
Good.
I'm going to have one in just a little while with my friends too.
Great idea.
Very
Works
good.
out really well.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been so much fun. It's been fun meeting some new faces and connecting with some people that we know.
Thank you.
Mary.
Enjoy
Thanks,
your
Jen,
day.
too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mary.
You
Have a
too.
good day, everybody.
Everybody be safe.
Bye. Bye.
Aloha.
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 Aloha.